Our D&D playthrough. Tonight joining me, as always, is Valence Void, and my biscuit Dark Shadow 580, and returning back once again is Lazy Mac Jr. 65. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, woo!
Right where we left off. We basically Val's character Lena was able to get in contact with the her former caretaker and trusted companion growing up when she was young, Winston, and was able to get a meeting with her father, Nicholas Clemente. Set up a meeting with him so that way they can get onto the estate. While they were doing that, Durnavir, Dugan, and why am I blanking? Otis. Yeah. Otis went on a pretty much soul quest up a volcano with Durnavir to see if they see what Durnavir wanted. And while on that soul quest, they were able to get a glimpse of the Nine Hells and sort of where Tiamat might be located in her prison. Now, in that meantime, Otis came to Dugan, stating that he didn't really care for or trust Durnavir's intentions with joining the group, as well as Lena's sources of information and where her loyalties lie. So with that, we pick right where we left off. You guys are in the tavern. It's about, I would say...
Wait, when did we get back?
You guys would have gotten back about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's about
then
time.
We went shopping.
You guys did go shopping. Yes, that is correct. You guys went shopping. That took about an hour, so you would be about 5 o'clock. Also.
Okay, and the group's all back together now, right?
Yep, you guys are all in the tavern. I would say you guys are pretty much sitting down getting ready for dinner. So if there's anything you wish to do before beginning tomorrow's, because you're going to have to travel up the mountain once again, so that's going to be about noonish before you get up there. Now would probably be the time.
I would like to apologize, but I believe we had already taken a long rest last time after we got back, because I believe you, Otis, and Dugan had the talk at night. Remember, he knocked on the door, the child answered the door.
Oh, this is correct. You know what? I apologize. You know what? It has been a week. Yeah, we left right for the sake of Lazy not being here. I'll give him, if you need to do anything that you feel like you need to get ready, please.
Shopping.
If you need to go shopping, that kind of stuff, please do so.
No, I'm okay.
Do you think you're good?
Yeah, let me just let's keep playing so I can try to get back into the things of it.
No problem. So yeah, you guys fully got a rest. It's bright early, about 6-7 o'clock when most of you guys are all awake. Gier and Alfke have not awakened from their slumber yet, but you guys are more than welcome to wake them up if you are ready to leave.
We're just about to go to the party, right?
Yes, so because of your location, you guys were able, we'll say for the sake of continuity, Winston probably would have set up the meeting about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. 3 to 4 o'clock. So that way you guys get there, you can discuss business, and then have a dinner at the estate.
Okay.
So you'll probably be there from like 3 to about, probably all night. I believe you will be provided quarters for the night, just so you don't have to travel back down.
So we can get drunk.
There is a potential.
Get drunk with it. Drunk with it. Yeah.
Sorry. So, what would you all wish to do?
I'm gonna put on my nice new robe with the gold inlay and all the nice ornate,
my bedazzled clothes.
Yes, so pretty much everyone is bedazzled and very Hawaiian-y. Val's outfit is very Hawaiian-y. Biscuit and Durnavir's are kind of bejeweled. Durnavir was kind of being a butthole with the.
It's got gold on it.
It's got gold on it. Yours,
mine's all out, dude. All out.
Yours is also bejeweled or bejazzled, like Dugan's, but yours is in yours is in black, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, mine's red, his is black.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys, they have the same outfit, but his is black and his is red.
Yes. So yeah, you have a doped up, bejazzled, pretty much tuxedo on with a fedora. So yeah, you guys are all getting ready pretty much for that walk.
And if you need a reference, we're going in with energy like this.
I want to see this.
And walking in with the swagger of the guy just above in the GIF.
Imagine that in black and red, lazy.
Yeah, if it, okay, that's funny. Dumber and Dumber.
Yes, that is Dugan and Otis. So yeah, you guys are pretty much getting just dressed up, essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you guys are getting ready, you'll see Gear and Alfke eventually come out and say good morning, and start getting ready themselves. You'll eventually see Alfke come out in more of a clerical, very nice silk robe. And you'll also see Gear in a very, very not as nice suit, but it'll do. It's more of a cheap prom suit that he got, in a sense, that he just kind of threw together. And he looks at all of you. So, what's the plan here? Any ideas?
I thought I was just going to a meeting. I figured I'd dress nice, get something nice. I always wanted one of these robes anyways.
You look good, Mike. Well, apparently I'm supposed to be the one that's doing all the talking. Is that correct?
Yeah, you're like our ticket in, because
Yeah, you're the ticket in.
we need a good excuse to have a meeting, and you, out of our current party, are the only one who has a legitimate trade business.
True.
The pool power.
Well, I can certainly try. I won't make any promises, of course. Right. So, if this is how we're gonna do it, the four of you are gonna be sort of my bodyguards. So that way you can keep your weapons on me. Alfke here will be my page, or my accountant, if you will. That way, once we get in, we all have our duties and jobs and such, and nobody's any of the wiser.
That's smart. I like it.
Now, fortunately, I'm not going to bring Arky on. He's going to be flying over. Just making sure nobody does any funny business, and if we need to, we can call him on. But he's going to be our last resort. I'm not going to endanger this little bloke.
That's fair.
Is what I imagine Afki has.
The message.
How crazy he looks.
Yeah, so
That's 100% Afki.
Lazy, I know you haven't been here, but Alfke has since gone kind of cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. When making the potion for Val's character, it required a bit of a sacrifice, and it might have short-circuited his brain a little bit. And now he can't really... He just sounds like a madman.
Crazy.
Yeah.
He's a crazy guy.
Yeah.
He's a crazy paladin, which makes no sense.
Also, we may have given him your first edition copy of Jomeo and Roulette.
No.
We did.
That was my
And he
favorite.
definitely stashed it up his ass.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, for
it
sure.
is.
For
That shit's
sure.
caked up.
It is. It is.
Did he at least put a little plastic bag around it?
No.
No, think
God,
so.
dude, he went
No,
like raw,
it-
man.
Yeah, he just pretty much like right in.
Keistered it.
Yeah, he prison pocket that shit. Anyways,
Oh my god.
Wait till he pulls it out. I'm gonna take it.
okay.
Yeah. Whips it out and you see him go into his wolf form and dive for the book.
At least you use prestidigitation on that book before you grab it.
Yeah.
But Gary looks at all of you. So, how are we getting up there? We walking this?
Well, I made the journey
Me-
once
That's
before.
though.
Oh, Christ.
We
All
could
right.
look and see
Also-
if there's a other way.
Lena, I'll have you know, I do also own partial ownership in a business.
Legitimate business. Also, have you
Okay.
gotten paid for that?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Listen, the money's
so-
coming, all right?
Oh, I'm
Money.
sure. It's
Listen,
always
you're waiting
coming.
for that money to
Right.
come because I know as soon as it does, you're picking my pocket.
Gear
I'll
just
know when the money gets here before you do.
Gear and
It probably already came.
Gear and
Money's
Al-
lining her pockets.
I swear, I didn't this time. My hands are clean.
Gear and Alfke kind of do a look at each other and then just look back at the group like they're like, how the fuck is this party still together? And then Alfke is just like, well, that's certainly funny. What? Did I say something?
All right, you cuckoo bastard. Let's get going.
You calling me crazy? I was
No,
crazy
no,
once.
never.
Locked me in a room.
No, do
One-
not start.
one.
Don't start what? But anyways, yeah, I can be a what was it, accountant? Yeah, I can do that. I'm good with numbers. I'm smart, right?
I'm gonna look at oh fuck, what's her name?
Bro,
Isabel.
Isabel.
you're gonna lose all fucking parental
Oh my
rights if you can't even
God.
remember this bitch's name.
I'm gonna look at
That's kind
Isabel and be like,
of fucked up.
yeah, you're pretty smart.
Why are you talking to Alfke was the one talking. Are you giving like
She was
a
the one that did the ritual, right?
I think you meant like side eye, like you kind of like side eye or
Oh.
like.
Oh, okay. And Isabel's like, what's wrong, Father?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Just keep an eye on that one.
Yes, Father. I keep an eye on all of them. And you see the butcher knife like slowly come out.
Yeah, she's a little demented.
Yeah.
She has a fucking butcher knife ready to stab anybody.
Yeah.
Ready to stab you
I
last
keep-
night.
I keep it on me. And she puts it back under like this little jacket she's got.
Okay, well, you go with the owlbear and Frank and hang out with him. We'll be back a little bit later.
Okay, Father, I will make sure he's fed tonight. Good luck. I shall see you all very soon. And she quickly returns to Dugan's quarters. Alfke and Gier look at each other and like, okay. Well, seems like we're all ready. Shall we set off?
Let's do it.
Alright, here we go. We're going on a trip. And no, I'm just kidding. So yeah, you guys start setting off, winding up the very long road. Does anybody, before we keep going, does anybody want to do like roleplay while we're walking, or you just want to get there? Do any
I think I'm
talking?
good.
I'm just asking for the sake of continuity. Alright. Nobody wants to talk? Alright, cool. So, you guys get up. Takes you guys... You guys will get there about... You would leave about 8 o'clock, because it took you guys about an hour to get ready and get all glamored up and whatnot. Thankfully, it's not too hot out in the Amber Islands, so you really don't sweat, and you guys are kind of taking your time. There's no real rush. You got plenty of time. You guys would arrive about 2:30ish to the estate. And before you, Lena, you actually kind of remember how this place looks, but its memory is spotty, of course. But before you see a very large villa with very Italian, like Renaissance era / like more Venice-y buildings and a large stone wall surrounding it. Not a very thick wall, just enough to keep the rabble out, essentially. For the entrance, they have about a 12-foot by 8-foot iron steel gate, almost, with a big C for a crest in the middle, as well as you see, look into, like, through the iron gates, you'll see a very lush and beautiful garden of palm trees and various flowers and orchids that are not typically just grown anywhere. These have to be specially planted and taken care of. So you guys, just looking at that, know that the Clemente family has a very rich power base, essentially. Yeah. So what do you guys do?
We all ready to go in, or
Yeah, is there like we see the big gate, but like is there it's not closed or anything, and we can like go through, or
Oh
does
no,
we need to talk to somebody to get in?
yeah, the gate is locked. It does look like you'll need to talk to somebody. Let's see. I was gonna make somebody roll a perception check, but instead, what's everybody's natural perception?
12.
12.
Can.
Mine is 16.
16.
Mine's 15.
15. So Dugan and Otis, you guys would notice what looks to be like a guard post, like kind of etched into the inner side of the wall. And then as you guys look that way, you'll see a bit of like a almost like a button that you could push.
I'm gonna look at the button and be like, you guys wanna press this button? Y'all wanna press it?
Do I now see the button?
Yes, yeah. Once
I now see the
once Dugan makes it known to everybody, oh, there's a button there.
Well, what's the button do?
Press it. Press it.
I imagine it
Call
lets them know that we're here.
I gently take the end of my staff and press the button. The tail end of my staff.
The
Not the end with the orb, the other end.
You hear a large dong dong dong, and you hear what? And you see more of an elderly, burly man, gray, full-on Gandalf beard almost, come stumbling out of the. Well, look, from what you guys could tell, now looks like just to be a guard post almost. He comes walking out. His breeches are kind of like half down. It looks like he just woke up. And he looks, what? What do you want?
In.
Come on, speak up, you lousy lot.
We're here for the dinner.
Oh. Hold on. And he goes back inside. He grabs a clipboard. Dinner. Ah, yes, I see it. Okay. Alright, give me 1 second. Jesus, oh man, I'm so tired. He walks back, puts the clipboard up, and you'll see him pull out a large ring of keys and start flipping through them. I know it's here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Quickly unlocks it. The gate needs WD-40. Quickly slides open the gate. Welcome to the Clemente Estates. Winston will be with you shortly to escort you to around the premises. In the meantime, please remain here until he arrives. Good day. And he quickly retreats back into the guard hut, and about 30 seconds later you hear
While he's passed on, I'm gonna lean over to the group and be like, guys, anybody can get in here. He didn't ask for our names. He didn't verify shit.
Yep.
Do you think he's got anything worthwhile in his pockets?
Those keys look pretty good.
And those keys, we're a bunch of thieves.
And about 2 minutes later, you'll see the familiar figure of Winston approaching. Ah, my good friends. Welcome to the Clemente Estates. I am Winston. Pleasure to meet all of you. Gia, I believe your name. Yes, that is correct. It's good to see you again. The master of the house is ready to receive you. However, he is unfortunately ill, so his son-in-law and his daughter shall be attending our meeting. Is that alright? Yeah, whatever works. Yeah, we'll say to him. Well, great. Please, follow me. And he'll quickly, abruptly turn around and with a very stiff and upright posture, almost glides across the gravel walkway up to the stone steps of the villa. As you guys approach the main door, he'll have to. He looks around. Excuse me, there's supposed to be somebody out here to open this for us. Charles, are you around? And you'll quickly see. You'll see a very young guy, looks to be just turned 18. Approach. Yes, sorry, I was making the rounds. And Winston will look at him and go, "You're supposed to be on your post, good sir. Can't find any good help these days, am I right, gentlemen? And lady, of course. Please open the door for our guest." You'll see Charles. Of course, sir. Quickly open the doors once again, very with the sea crest and all that, and golden archway almost. Finally, Winston eventually leads you in, and before you see a very grand marble and stone mansion, almost very what's the word? Upscale. Every piece of this house has been detailed and worked on by hand. Nothing was just kind of put together. It was all made specifically for where it's at. So, and the stairways are kind of have like a double turn. You got one going this way, going that way, and of course one walkway into the middle. Which you guys look further. One of the doors is open. You see, it looks to be a dining area. The two stairways look like they lead to other rooms and guest quarters and other areas. Winston will look at all of you. Well, the masters of the house shall be with you shortly. Can I get you anything in the meantime?
I'll take a drink.
A drink for the man. Anyone else?
I'll take a drink too. I'd like to gander. I would like to look at everything. Is the marble? I want to know if the marble's shiny enough to see my reflection. I'd like to pick some shit out of my teeth.
Oh yeah, it is.
And they're waiting.
You can tell Winston keeps this shit polished. It's more of like a monthly ritual for him. Yeah, you can pretty much eat off his floor. I shall return shortly. And you'll quickly see Winston leave and return back within about 5 minutes with drinks in hand. If that is all, if you need my attention, every room has a bell. If you just ring it, I will be here.
Excuse me.
Yes,
Do you mind if I take a look around, make sure everything's secure around here?
He kind of looks at Lena. Yeah, I didn't know that your security data was so tight. I would have prepared extra. But if you need to secure the area, Charles from outside can escort you around the grounds.
All right.
Charles! And you quickly see Charles run up. Yes, sir. This gentleman, his gear's guard, would like to inspect the premises, make sure everything is secure. Of course, sir. I would be happy to escort you. Please follow me.
I follow him.
And he'll lead you starting on the ground level and just kind of going around the house and then up the stairs. Well, we'll get into that later. Unless you just want to take a walk around, or if you're trying to do something different.
Yeah, so I'm trying to take a walk around, get everything in, see if there's any fancy dragon artifacts, you know? I feels like this would be the place that might have dragon artifacts, you know?
Okay, roll me a investigation check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Because
Advantage.
Yes.
Okay, first one's 18.
Okay.
Huh. I'm gonna use one of my rolls. Second one's 14.
Second one's 14. Okay. As you were traveling around, making the rounds, if you will, you noticed a few, icons to dragons. Nothing, just homage to the dragons.
Nothing ancient.
No, nothing ancient. Nothing that looks like it would just stand out, if you will.
Okay. All right.
Is
Mostly
that
just
all?
art pieces.
Yeah,
And
just stuff that art, decorations almost.
yeah, that's it. So, and we're gonna go around the whole premises with this guy.
Yep.
Make sure. I
Everything's
will be checking to make sure everything is secure
okay.
as well.
Oh, you're checking every door, every window, kind of stuff.
Mostly the walls and yeah.
You're just tapping on it with your staff. Ding ding.
Like the
ding,
outside
ding.
walls is what I meant.
Oh, the outside walls. Ding ding. Ding ding. Making sure the walls are.
Presses it against the wall.
Yeah. Is there anything in there?
He pulls out a doctor's scope and just starts like testing the wall with it.
Stethoscope.
Stethoscope, yeah, just starts touching the wall with it every once in a while. And Charles will look at you after you guys have kind of made your way around. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Just take me back to the group and that should be all.
I would love to. And he quickly takes you back to the group. It's been about, I'd say, 10 minutes, and you guys have kind of been sitting in the waiting area, waiting on the masters of the house to get ready and presentable for you all, even though they've
Do
had
I
all day.
recognize Charles, or is he like a new addition?
You would assume he's new. It's been what, 4 years since you left home, give or take.
Yeah.
So yeah, he looks very new.
Okay.
The old guy outside you don't recognize as well. You don't recall him ever being here.
And from I know that Winston has kept up with the upkeep, but does anything look significantly different from what I remember?
Roll me a history check with, of course, disadvantage.
Oh, we're already starting off not great.
That
was an 8.
An 8.
And yeah, it's the low roll.
As you look around, you notice stuff has been changed, but you don't know what. Something just, the house just feels different.
Right, I just can't put my finger on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, about another 5 minutes after Durnavir returns to the group, you'll eventually see Winston arrive almost out of nowhere at the very middle of the top of the second floor. Now presenting Mr. and Mrs. Lena and Vincent Clemente. And you'll see them both separately walking down the stairs. Now, I have a picture for Val's.
I take a quick look at Lena and then back at her. I'm like,
Hold on.
The actual Lena.
Do I catch your look?
Yeah, I think you definitely see it, but I guess it's up to Legion.
Okay, so as you guys, just to describe these characters, the Lena, the fake Lena, we'll just call her that, walking down the stairs is a very beautiful elf. White hair, purple eyes, wearing purple jewelry and a blue necklace around her throat, adorning her throat. She's also wearing a blue silk gown. Very, very, what's the word? I don't even know words anymore. But yeah, just wearing a very loose robe, wearing a kind of gown almost, but very short as well as some looks to be traveling boots. Nothing too fancy. And then Vincent is wearing a kind of more of a nobleman's, Victorian era English suit as well. And they will finally approach you. Vincent will speak first. Good evening, everyone. Pleasure. Welcome to the Clemente Estates. My name is Vincent. This is my beautiful wife, Lena. And Lena will lean forward to Guillermo. Hello, Mr. Guillermo. It's a pleasure to meet you. Please be welcome in my father's home. I'm afraid he cannot join us today. He is very ill. I wish I could say if he would join us or not, but in the meantime, me and my husband shall take care of the affairs today. Yeah, looks at her. Well, that's all right. If you wouldn't mind, we've had a pretty long road ahead, before we begin, could we maybe get into our rooms and get ready for any business that's to go forward? But of course, Winston, please get them arranged with rooms, and we will conduct the business very shortly. We'll say an hour would work for you. And Gia kind of looks at all of you. Okay. Yeah, that'll work. I'm slowly going more country with Gear. I don't know why. Very good. We shall see you in an hour. Please join us in the dining hall when you are ready. And quickly, Vincent and fake Lena will walk back up the stairs, and together this time to other rooms. Winston will quickly come down. Well, that was interesting. Let me show you to your rooms. He'll quickly lead you up the right side of the stairs and farther back into the villa, kind of in the corner by yourselves, just to keep you away from what looks to be Lena, or fake Lena, and Vincent. As he does, he quickly goes, if there's anything you need, like I said, there are bells in every room, just ring and I will arrive shortly. Whatever you do, just be careful. And he's looking at you, Lena.
Thank you for your help, Winston.
Anytime, my lady. Oh, and you'll hear a bell ring. Oh, duty calls. I shall return, or if you need me. And he quickly goes back to his duties. Gear will sit down. Well, how we doing this?
I still don't know what we're doing.
Well, my as you heard before, my father's very ill, and I'm here. Apparently, they don't know with what or why, but it's been this way for a while now. So I'm just here to try and figure out just how, I guess, bad off he is, and if I can do anything to make it any better. This isn't really a place I'm welcome anymore, so all this extra running around is because I can't just, obviously, can't just come back in and pretend like things are the way they used to be.
I figured well, I knew you were on the quest to see your father, but I figured you might be open to a little revenge.
I definitely open to it. I'm just gonna have to be careful. There's some stipulations in the curse that I have where I can't cause any physical harm to the one impersonating me, because that same damage will be reflected onto myself. So
Well,
that
I
makes
mean, you
things a lot trickier than.
have 5 other people who can help you.
I don't know all the details, so we'll just learn more as we do this, and at the very least, I just want to make sure that my father's okay. And if I can do anything outside of that, that's just a bonus.
Alfke will pipe up. Yeah, if I could get a look at your father, I might be able to deduce what has been plaguing him.
No, Alfie, you come in real handy, so I'm putting a lot of faith in you on this one. Don't let me down.
I may not be as sharp as I once was, but I can still figure a lot of shit out.
Interesting choice of words.
Dude's gonna look at her dad and be like, we need approximately 3 sacrifices between the ages of 3 and 7. Preferably male.
Now,
But I'll definitely try to make it worth your while. once this is all said and done with for everyone in this group. So
you
I
have
don't
done
think
more
that you're
for me
just
than
here for
anyone.
nothing.
You have been great friends to me ever since we met. You saved my life. And for that, I'm forever in your debt. So please, it is nothing.
That brings
Don't
us.
worry, Alfie. Me and you are gonna have to cash in on that a little later.
He kind of like widens his eye. Okay.
That brings us to now. We still need to figure out how to see him.
Do I remember the layout of the house?
History check.
For fuck's sake, God, yeah.
Do I know the layout of the house?
I got a nat 20. Come on.
I'm gonna let her finish.
A 16 is my low roll.
You would remember where the master bedroom is.
Oh, thank fuck. Okay, cool. Well, although I'm forgetting quite a few things, I do remember the layout of the house. So I don't think it would be wise to try to sneak in there now, because we're not
No.
quite sure where everyone is at the moment, but I'm hoping to step away at some point during, or maybe I could even, I don't know if I want to. Either me or Alfke or both of us are going to have to find an opportune moment to sneak away. I doubt that the two of us will be able to leave at the same time, so.
I can cast invisibility on up to 3 of us.
I can also do pass without a trace, just to add an extra layer on everybody.
It's just going to be hard to find an excuse as to why one or more of us are disappearing at the same time, especially if we're all like sitting down having dinner.
Well, perhaps Guier could get into some trouble, or not trouble, however, make it seem like there's an attempt on his life, and we have to scuttle him away. Or we could have Guier demand to see the man of the house, and because that's what he was planning on doing, or at least that's what the plans say he was planning on doing.
So my father doesn't necessarily run things anymore. In fact, in the untimely death, I would inherit everything. And so as he's sick, it's likely that that process has already begun. So although we can try that route, it's likely that they're the ones already kind of heading all of the operations that are going on right now. So
All
I
right.
don't think we're gonna get anywhere with that. And I think that if we were to cause a security alarm
Yeah,
with someone breaking in, that would just.
there'd be more problems. New question, a little bit off the rails. Was that your husband before?
Yeah, not quite. We didn't quite make it there, but fiance.
Oh, now I'm really in this. I'll burn the house down if you ask me to.
Fuck them bitches.
So the one that looks like me is Seren, and obviously you saw Vincent. They were childhood friends of mine. We grew up together, and I thought that they were my two closest friends, but seems like they were plotting against me and my father from the beginning. I'm not sure why. I don't. My father gave them everything. They came to us with absolutely nothing, and he took them in and clothed them, fed them, raised them as his own kids, and in return, they just destroyed everything. I can't even get near my father now. I look obviously nothing like who I was, and anything I say to try to convince him otherwise would just fall on deaf ears. I mean, his daughter has been by his side this whole time. So it's going to be a very tricky situation to try to navigate around things here. And I imagine in the time that I've been gone, Seren and Vincent have had ample time to bring in whoever they need to run things how they want to run it. So I can't trust anyone here. You have to be really careful.
I put my hand on her shoulder. I will do everything I can to make sure this goes your way. If you need anything, of course, let me know. Even though we've had our differences in the past, and I check my pocket and make sure her hand's not in there. I think this could be a very good opportunity for us to get along.
I reluctantly have had to put a lot of faith and trust in all of you to get this far, so as long as that trust isn't betrayed, I'll gladly turn over a new leaf.
We came to this island as acquaintances, but this island, it will make us siblings.
What the fuck did this guy just say?
Yeah, I don't want to be related to any of you fucks. I'm gonna be honest. This is the most, like, shit show I have ever seen. Like, seriously. How the
That
fuck
probably makes us closer to siblings than not. I don't think most
I
people
think-
that are siblings
How
want
in
to be
the fuck are
related to
you
each
all
other.
still alive at this point? It bewilders me. I'm gonna be honest.
Because I have the power to burn down forests with one flick of the staff.
That, you know what? That'll probably do it right there. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, that's a pretty impressive gift. Well, that was a touching moment. I got the jitters. Oh. Well,
Mhm.
if
I
go ahead.
think that we might just have to kind of roll with the punches here, but how about I make a copy? Anybody have like a piece of paper or something? Like if we can find a piece of parchment.
Yeah, there's
I can.
parchment in the room for if you need to write a letter or anything like that.
Well, I was going to give everyone like a very simple, like, layout of the house. And that
okay.
way we all kind of, if we get separated, we know where we're going and what is what. And if I can't get to my father, then maybe Alfke or someone else might be able to seize a moment to at least check on him for me. And
Okay. So I'll need another history check.
Can I help?
That removes the disadvantage. I was waiting on you, Dark Shadow. Good job.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll just roll a straight history check. With Dartivir helping you, you're able to kind of remember where everything's
You
at.
rolled an 18.
An 18. Yeah, you're very... With Dartivir's help, you're able to quickly pick up, like, the shit that was missing. You remember where the staff's quarters are. You remember where, obviously, where the dining hall is, the master bedroom. You might remember where your room was, but you assume where Vincent and Saren would be staying at. You don't know 100% for sure. You'd also know where Winston's room is, as well as the outside as well. You gotta get a glimpse of that as well.
right now, if I do recall like the more specific details with his help, I'll try to be like, the last time I was here, like these places had a little bit more tight security than like these places,
Right.
and like things might have changed, but this is from what I remember.
Yeah, you're able to point out the armory, the treasury, all that, the guard's room, that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
Easy now. I said I'd make it worth your while, but if shit goes missing, I know which fuckers to come find.
Who, me?
Anyway, Gear, I guess for now we just play as though you have a good proposition to do business with them and
I believe
do
I
our
can do
best
that.
to work our way around that.
Right. Well, if that's the case, I guess I'll fucking wing it. I'll just
Sounds like a plan.
I'll just let me know when you need a distraction. Oh,
What
straight
does that
up.
mean? What kind of distraction you got? Other than the dragon. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, I'm not much of a fighter. I mean, I know how to use a sword, but I can't do much with it. So when it comes to fighting, I'm gonna let you all handle that. While I quickly back away, maybe flee, maybe just get the fuck out of here and let you do your thing.
Now I don't know if we truly like cowards around here.
Ain't a coward, just know what I'm good at and what I'm not. Can't argue with that logic, can you?
Nope.
Right, well, it's been about an hour. Are y'all ready?
Go to the bathroom.
Eat.
Alright. Well, while he's doing that, I'm going to get something to drink. I will be right back. Talk amongst yourselves, if you so wish.
I'm gonna go take a shit.
I don't really got time for all that.
This can be quick. Don't worry. Squeeze it out so fast. Fire hydrant style. Straight cork off the champagne bottle.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Stacey!
Hey, what's
How
up?
are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. I'm so
Okay.
excited for Texas.
Me too.
Ready.
It's a break I've been needing, I guess.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I'm in so much pain.
I'm glad we're doing 2 days at the fair too. I feel like we'll have a good opportunity to like kind of take our time. I feel like we were kind of rushing around before trying to see as much as we could.
Yeah.
I know.
Pretty a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited. I need a fucking vacation, guys. Oh my god.
Yeah, tell me about
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I'm gonna become an alcoholic.
Don't say
I'm borderline. I'm
What do you mean borderline?
Lazy's corrupted me.
Hey,
Lazy's
I
not
didn't-
Lazy's not an alcoholic.
He hasn't
Yeah.
helped me. He keeps handing me beer and says, "Drink it, pussy."
You don't even drink beer.
I don't drink beer. I drink straight liquor.
No, you drink liquor and energy drink.
Well, no, I drink vodka. I'll drink straight vodka.
Do you? When did you start drinking vodka?
For a while now. I just don't do it
Bullshit,
often. I just don't like
I
doing
don't
it
ever
often.
see you take a shot of vodka.
I will. Give me some Grey Goose.
All right.
I'll hit that shit.
Yeah,
feel
I've done Jack Daniels. I've done. I don't
This
like
is-
Jack Daniels, but I'll drink it.
Since we're going over there, I'm gonna get another big bottle again. Maybe we'll use it.
Oh, yeah, don't fucking forget this
Oh,
time.
yeah,
I
that's
can't believe you
right.
forgot that shit. Oh my gosh.
That poor
I bet the lady was
woman.
hoping we'd come again.
I know she probably enjoyed it.
Hell no, she probably got turned.
Damn.
She probably was
I
like,
cannot.
"Ah, shit, I'm about to fucking have a party up in this motherfucker." You bought the good shit.
Yep, Grey Goose.
That's
that was
smart.
funny though.
We should probably bring some stuff too.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be
Biscuit has
drunker than
I don't
hell.
know if we'll be able to get him in time, but with work, when he gets like a certain amount of like mobile orders, like sales on the mobiles and stuff,
Mhm.
there's like a bonus program where he gets like points, and then they have like incentivizers that he can use his points to like get things.
Yeah.
And one thing that we've used it on the past is like DoorDash, and I'm
That's
talking
good.
like he gets like $300 worth of like DoorDash.
That's like 3 orders. DoorDash is
Depends on what
stupid.
you're ordering. We don't deliver.
Oh,
That's what makes it fucking expensive with DoorDash is when you
yeah,
get that shit
when I
delivered.
was in Boston with my brother, every night we'd be because it was like because we can't order shit where we live. Like we live out in the boonies. We can't just DoorDash or Uber or nothing. So every night we were
take the story away from Val, but go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, we DoorDashed every fucking night. And it ended up being like I spent like $150. So expensive.
But you can also I didn't know this because we hadn't been using it because like you said it's expensive, so we hadn't been using it for a long time. But now I guess they do like you can order shit from the grocery store and all that stuff. So if he's able to rack up those points, like we're gonna save them and stuff for the trip, then we might have a couple of $100 for.
Damn.
We might have a couple $100 for like groceries and shit. We can just put in like a DoorDash order and like pick up a bunch of groceries and stuff. That way nobody's having to like they're spending money on like food and stuff. That's like free points for like free cash. We can just order groceries and shit that way. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that
well, hopefully
all that stuff will go through.
Nah, screw that. We're just gonna drink enough alcohol to where we don't have to eat.
That sounds awful.
It's gonna be fun, right, Lazy?
Yeah.
We're just gonna drink.
Do both.
Oh.
Usually drinking leads to eating, but
it really does. I get hungry when I get drunk. I want to fucking.
I avoid eating. I'm so afraid of throwing up. I'll eat some crackers.
That's what y'all needed to do last year is throw up. You both needed to.
I know I did a trick now because usually when I used to eat before I drank, I'd throw up. Now if you drink and eat at the same time, you won't throw up.
It's not as bad.
Yeah, and you can keep drinking after that, but you'll get full, so it'll help you limit how much you drink.
But anyways, sorry for the interruption. We are back. Right where all good. Right where we left off, we Gear and the rest of you get ready and excuse me. Start making.
I don't think we're doing that.
Yeah. Start making your way down the stairs and towards the dining hall. As you guys enter, you'll see Vincent and Saren kind of talking amongst themselves, just pretty much waiting on you guys. Vincent will notice you first and look at you. Come, please join us. Unfortunately, dinner is not ready at the moment, but yeah, if you would join me and Saren in the study, we shall discuss the business proposition that you would like to entertain us with. Would you have anybody join us in the meantime? Yeah, kind of like, who the fuck do I pick?
They're asking who's gonna go in with him.
Like one of us.
Yeah. If he wants a guard or an accountant or.
I'll go. Unless I'm integral to the plan.
That guy will go.
Gear. Fred! Come. Yeah, Captain, my god, you might as well be with me, my right-hand man. Once we finalize the deal, Chet, we'll go over the actual finances of the proposition. In the meantime, you lot just hang around. Don't get into any trouble. I'm warning you right now. You break it, you're buying it yourself. It's not coming out of my ass. Alright, Fred, let's go.
Bye, Fred.
So yeah.
Bye, Fred.
Dugan and Gear follow Saren and Vincent into an adjoining room that's next to the dining hall. as you and Gare enter, you notice it is pretty much a study. Looks to be more of a half study, half den area, with a office desk sitting at the far end of the room, as well as more recreational and some wine and whiskey lying about, just ready to pour, that kind of thing. You also notice a couple chairs, and Saren and Vincent, they sit down in on a almost love seat couch, and you and Gier can sit into the single chairs if you wish.
I do that.
Right. Well, since I am married into the family, my wife here, my beautiful wife here, will be is the master of the house, and she will be conducting this meeting. I am just only here to advise, so please take my presence as more of a observer, if you will. But please, Gare, go ahead. Right, well, as you all know, I'm an exotic beastmaster. I tame beasts, and I sell them to the highest bidder. Now, I know my franchise hasn't really gotten to the Ember Islands as of late, but I'm looking to expand into here and set up a operation. And I know the Clementes have a very intricate and well-established trade network, as well as many ties to the community. And I was hoping that maybe I could use some of your connections and your various enterprises to help support my startup here, as well as, maybe a partnership, if you will. Saren looks at the both of you. That is very promising. And what would we get out of it? I'm assuming gold? Right, yeah, of course you'd get gold. And so on and so forth. We'll cut back to the rest of the party. Unless, Dugan, you wanted to jump in and say something. Now you're just hanging out.
I'm just gonna stand there, and try to look as intimidating as possible.
Do you want an intimidation check?
100%.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
Intimidation, my +0. I need to roll that 4. Hold on, 1d4. 15.
Both Saren and Vincent, like, they're verbally, like, eyes are deadlocked on Gear, but they're kind of sighing you, like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
I'm over here curling my upper lip.
You guys mean mugging him.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be the outcome. Man, sorry, the muscles, they distracted me. It doesn't seem to look like the outcome you intended. They just more feel off-put by you, more than anything.
Solid.
So, we are going to cut back to the main group. What will you all wish to do? Like to do?
Is Afki with us, or did Afki go in?
Afki is with you. It is everybody besides Dugan and Gear.
Can we tell that we're like being watched? Like, are there people kind of like sticking around, keeping an eye on us?
Roll me a perception or investigation. I'll let you pick.
Can we all roll that?
Yes.
I'll roll investigation.
Big 6.
19.
And you, Lacey?
17.
17.
23. No, 23.
Damn.
Jesus. So Otis and Lena, you all would notice that the room is empty. There doesn't seem to be anybody watching you. As well as Durniger.
Yeah. I don't see anyone with my 6.
Right, not there, Chief. You pretty much like get caught in the fire and just imagine dragons burning down the entire world.
All right.
That's not what I want.
Now seems like an opportune moment, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'm gonna bust open the map.
So, how many people can be cast invisibility on?
3.
3. Okay. And then, if need be, I can take my disguise off. I'd be pretty stealthy as a little cat.
A little cat.
I can cast it twice. So
Are you guys like, are we all going or just? I don't know when they're gonna be done. How long do you think this is gonna take?
I think
Cut.
Pierre's gonna try and buy as much time as he can.
Cut to Gear and Gear in the study going right. So and with the whole like a board and everything, like pointing out mathematics and charts and trade routes and everything. Dugan just sitting there just. This is the most boring time that you've ever experienced in your entire life.
I just like
Yeah, you're struggling.
Well, if Gear's buying us as much time as he can, then we should take advantage of it. So, I guess cast invisibility on all of you, and then I can be stealthy as a cat, so that we're not wasting an extra charge of your invisibility if you don't have to.
I cast invisibility on me, Otis, and Afki.
Okay.
And I'll
Yep.
take off my disguise self.
Technically so. So, where do you guys go to?
Head that way to the my old man's room.
Your old man, old Poppy's room,
Master bedroom, yeah.
master bedroom. Okay, so yeah, you guys make your way back out into the main hall and go up the left side of the stair.
Her clothes like go on the ground, right? Because she went into like cat form or whatever. I'm gonna grab those.
Big preach.
Good job. So yeah, you guys start making your way up the left side of the staircase and towards the back of the house. You'll go for about 50 feet, we'll say, before you reach the end of the hall, or about 20 feet before you reach the end of the hallway. You'll see where the master bedroom is. We also see what looks to be a steel figure standing in front of the doorway.
Steel figure.
I'm not able to make an Arcana check without losing concentration, am I?
I would say you would have to make a concentration check, but I don't think.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yes, you can.
Okay, let's try us first before we resort to that.
20. Non-natural.
Jesus, Lacey.
I got a +6.
You would feel a magical presence within that steel set of armor.
So I'm assuming that it's what do they call it? The armors that are alive?
A golem?
I guess whatever that's called.
I mean, I know like there's like what he made it sound like was it wasn't like armor, it was like an actual steel figure, which would be
Oh.
like a golem. But it might be armor. I think he said armor at the end there.
Can I do
Is it-
can we like get closer and see like exactly what it is, or make a perception check or something?
Sorry, what was that?
I said, do we know, like, do any of us recognize it, know what it is?
You can make
A
I would
history check?
I would say a wisdom check.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Do I make that too, or do I have to roll like a concentration check?
No, you don't have to.
So I
Got it.
can just roll that.
Mm-hmm.
Base
Ah,
wisdom.
nat 20. Hello.
Okay.
Good rolls today.
18.
All right. 18.
13.
13. So Lena and Durniver, you guys would notice this armor, and because of Otis's divine sense and able to understand that armor has some magical properties to it, you know this is animated armor. Basically, it is a suit of metal that doesn't need a human or any kind of being in it to function. It is more or less used for by wizards and sorcerers to guard whatever they want to.
So it's a.
You would
It's like an it's not like a creature.
Yeah.
It's like an enchantment.
It's like
Yeah.
an
essentially.
Okay.
You would also know that these beings, at least now, don't quote me on D&D Beyond. This is my world. They would know. They would be able to see through invisibility, and yeah.
so they'll know where they're.
Yes, he will know that you were there.
Do
But you would
based on
Would
Go
he
ahead.
know the difference if we're since you say it like that? Would he know the difference if we're invisible or not?
Yeah, he would know the difference. Basically, well, he wouldn't know, but essentially, whatever invisibility you have on you, it's like as if it's not there for him. So he's aware of your presence, essentially. But you would also know that he doesn't act, with Lena, you would know specifically, with your natural 20, that his armor, like, it doesn't activate until someone is within 10 feet of his presence. So any
do
movement
I
within 10 feet
do
of him will
I-
activate it.
know like who is able, like how are you able to pass through? Because obviously, like, I don't know if it's like a word has to be spoken. Does he have to be disenchanted? Is it like only certain people can pass? Do I know how that works? Or do I just think it just attacks indiscriminately on anything that tries to get close?
Well, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt with the natural 20. I would say you would need an Arcana check. Once again, to fully understand how this mechanism's magical properties, essentially, how you start it up, how you stop it, kind of.
Okay.
Do we all roll, Chester?
You can all roll, or you can help her and give her advantage.
I would
rolled
like to
three.
help her.
I don't know how I can help her.
Well,
Actually, I probably can't help her, right? Because I'm holding invisibility.
yes, you
Yeah.
are holding invisibility. So
I got a 23. Can I give that to her?
no. Think of something that might help her to come up with the knowledge. It's pretty much just giving her help to come up with the knowledge behind it. So you guys pretty much.
So is this like the only thing that's of this world in that castle? Has it been seen anywhere else?
It's
like, would I be able to do like a history check to see if I ever came across it or anything like that?
yeah, you can make a history check to see if you've seen this before.
22.
22. You may have heard it through passing, but directly you've never been face to face with one. These are.
So did I hear anything about it during the passing though? Kind of like a little hint that I can probably say that she might be able to get it off of?
I'm afraid not. The only thing that you would know is that there is a way to deactivate it, but most of the time the only person that knows it is the person that made it.
Well, I figured that.
So this can't be like a set of armor that can be dispelled. Right.
Okay.
No.
Possible.
Well,
You never know.
right.
Shit. Yeah, well, I rolled a 3 earlier, so
So most likely your dad's gonna be in that room. Or whatever that thing's protecting. We would be able to know how strong they are, like in passing or hearing about it.
Yeah, with your history check, I'll say that you would know that they're pretty hard to make, and the harder it is to make, the better it is at its job. So you know these things are pretty tough, especially since they don't take any. The person inside doesn't get tired. It doesn't slow down. Doesn't need to eat or rest. That it essentially is just magic. holding this thing together. So you would know that essentially, pretty much, you'd have to beat the magic out of it. You're not beating you're not beating the person in it. You're beating the magic.
Do you guys think it would, if you activate it and you walked away, it would deactivate and go back to a certain level, or will it follow you throughout the entire castle?
Are you asking me or them?
Well, I'm asking anybody that's listening. I
Uh,
figured I'd be talking to them.
Well, I don't really know. I think it would probably stop after a while, but I'd imagine it'd be pretty noisy.
Figured it would also have to have a range since it's magic.
Can I? So I'll look to Durnavir. Durnavir, can I see my bag? Like I have my things
Can
that
she
you.
talk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And okay, I give her the bag.
And I'll like kind of rifle through my bag of holding, and I'll pull out the wand of paralysis.
Okay.
So
What is that?
I may have picked this up, you know, when we were in what was that? One moment. Oh please.
I'm about to say I don't remember where the hell you got that thing from.
I got it. It's
from
not.
From the beautiful place.
Yeah. Is it Argos? Argos, right?
Yeah, I
Yes,
think so.
yes, yep.
With Queensville, yeah. So remember Severide's estate that we have now, that we own, that we stay in?
I think I was talking to the queen at that point. So I do know that
Well,
estate.
yeah, we have it now. Like that's where we're all
Right.
staying.
Mm.
And I found a little secret teleporty sigil on the
Oh
floor,
yeah, I remember.
the secret
Yes.
room with
Yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
So I picked this up and I've been, kind of learning about it a little bit here and there. And from what I could ascertain, I think it's a wand of paralysis or has something to do with that. I don't know if I could personally use it, but maybe upon some examination, you might be able to tell if this could help us here.
And you think that'll work on a suit of armor?
I mean, paralyzing something keeps it still, right? So maybe we can just run by.
If I were to paralyze it, then our invisibility would be up and I can only cast it one more time.
Well, it can see us anyway.
Really? Well, what if there's more guards behind that door? Or someone comes and checks?
I don't know if we got any other options. I mean, do you have any other ideas?
Well, I mean, not exactly. I could dispel it perhaps, but I don't know if that would work. I could trap it in a magic circle. That could also work, if it counts as an elemental.
Yeah, but all these things would also dispel our invisibility.
That would be correct. Well, they're not exactly concentration spells, but they might.
I don't think you can cast any other spells
You
without
can.
breaking your
You
concentration,
you
right?
can't cast another concentration spell.
Okay. I don't think this requires concentration though.
Invisibility
just
does, but I still have to make a
No, I
Constitution
mean
check.
to use
To
the wand
yeah.
to just like.
Well, with the wand of paralysis, and sorry to interrupt, but it would break your invisibility because you're technically making an attack.
Oh yeah, I'm attacking. Yeah.
Yes, you are making an attack. Hate to
Okay.
be a rules lawyer.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So perhaps dispel magic might be the best option right now, and then I can use the wand if we need to.
Yeah, you can try it.
Is that what we want to do?
I just think if we try to fight this thing, we may not be able to beat it, and it's going to cause a lot of ruckus. So let's try that first.
All right. I am going to cast Dispel Magic with a range of 120 feet, so I don't need to get within its like attack range or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic. I'm gonna make my Constitution check just to see if we stay invisible.
Concentration.
I'm pretty sure it goes off Constitution though, right?
No,
Yeah, I think so. There's not a concentration check.
There's not like a concentration thing.
it should say in your hold on.
Well, I rolled an 18 plus
Yeah.
1, it's 19.
Yeah, I'll say that passes. Yeah, but there should be a one under your under spells. It should say
Where
spell.
would that be?
Should be say spells DC say or concentration save, something like that. I don't know. Anyways, so 19. Yeah, we'll say that passes.
18.
18 is that the save?
Yeah.
Okay.
18 is what I rolled on the dice, but if there's any more pluses, then they get added on to 18.
Okay. Well, 18 we'll just say it passes. All right. So
Yeah, I think it just has to be above 10, right?
Yeah,
No.
for concentration, I believe you have to.
Yeah, I think it's just like a death save.
Oh my god. All right. So, what level are you casting Dispel Magic?
Third level.
Third level. Okay. All right. Well, what's the DC? That should be.
So it's you actually don't roll anything. I have to roll. It's 10 plus the spell's level, unless the spell is third level or below, then it automatically dispels.
Okay. All right.
So what's the DC that I have to roll?
DC would be.
If I have to roll.
DC would be a 19.
Holy shit! It's a level 9 spell. All right. And okay, so I get a +2 to this because it is my modifier. So I'm gonna roll d20, and I get +2 to this.
Roll that bitch.
11.
So dirty.
11 does not cut it there, my friend.
Goes straight into attack mode, lunges across the room, cuts his head off in one fell swoop.
Right, you're not being helpful here.
Hey, I'm the DM. Fuck off. You'll have your turn. So yeah, you cast Dispel Magic, and you'll see the spell hit the enchanted armor. And for a minute, it whirls around inside the cracks and whatnot. You see the actual glow within, the cracks of the enchanted armor. But quickly, it's pushed back out, and for a second there, the armor wakes up and starts looking around, but then quickly puts its head back down. Deactivate.
Well, it seemed to do
Can't tell.
something.
Did it work? Did it work?
I
Did it not
don't.
work?
No, I think the armor would be in pieces on the ground if it worked. But I think I was close. I don't know if I should try again though.
In the meantime, Biscuit, you and Gier are still going through the meeting, and Gier's up there. So quarter 4 would be our most profitable season, and quarter 3 would be our downtime. This is where we would, and so on and so forth, and we cut back to the group.
Thanks for that update. I appreciate it.
You didn't have to go. It was just an offer.
I'd like to roll like an intelligence check, because
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try to like pay attention and try to understand and be
Okay.
smart about it.
All right, go for it.
Like, is this guy just talking out of his ass, or does he actually know his stuff?
How should I write that? Should I do like a saving throw, or should I do it as like
Let's do because this
perception, investigation?
because this is not your typical setting. We'll say it's a intelligence saving throw.
Sweet. It literally got stuck on the edge of the screen between 2 and 20, and I was like, yes, 20! And it's a 2 with a +4, so 6.
So you're trying so hard to concentrate and understand what is going on, but the dragging on this is doing, you're just like falling asleep and drool is starting to come out of your mouth.
I'd like to ask what quarter 4 is.
Right, quarter 4 is the end of our season. That's where we want to wrap things up. Get ready for Q1 as well as Q2. Make sure we're all set and ready and stoned, right? And then we're also preparing for Q3 of the next season, right? That way we start to turn our negatives into positives, right? As well as the change of the weather as well. Right? And we're also getting ready for Q4 because, like I said, that's going to be our busiest season.
Jesus, can I please have the POV back?
Yeah, please.
And back to the other group.
So you could try Lena walking over there. You might still be on the thing's good radar. If you
Well, do you
do.
remember it being there since you used to live here,
Do I remember?
or is that new?
History check.
Yeah,
I thought no, she already did this though.
less.
On
No,
this
she
thing.
didn't. She
Okay,
didn't
here we
check if she was there when that happened. When that thing was there.
A 20?
It was not here.
Oh shit.
So yeah, she would have died.
Can you imagine? Da, 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 da.
I remember you because I figured you would get some type of advantage since it's been there since you were a child. But
Right,
no.
right.
You get disadvantage on everything.
So, next idea? Want paralysis?
Well,
I don't
It'd
even know
be
if I can.
since
maybe
since it
okay.
wasn't. You think because if you do a direct attack like that, would it find us?
Well, we're not in its range. I mean, we could have just
How
done
far
that
were
just now.
how far were we? Because you said it's 120.
Yeah,
It wasn't
is the
that
range on my
far.
spell.
Right now,
So
But
maybe we
his
were out of the range. Yeah, maybe
right,
we were
right
out
now,
of range.
right now, you guys are about 20 feet away from it.
Yeah.
So probably has like a
Yeah, and you said
5
it
to
was
10
10
feet
feet earlier.
radius.
Yeah.
10 feet is what activates it with
Oh,
or it senses movement, so it's always like activated, and like it's almost like a sleep mode. It knows when movement is going on, so you can't like stealth around it. It's gonna know that you're there in some capacity.
But if it would have done like a retaliation, I feel like it would have happened
With
when
your
Durnavir.
yes, if from what you remember about or your history check, I'll say this is included in that nat 20. You would have known that if it was going to retaliate, it would have done
it
so
would've-
already.
okay, yeah, let's go for it then.
oh, what are we going for?
Which is the paralysis.
Start throwing
Okay.
shit.
We don't
Just-
we don't want to try dispel magic one more time.
Yeah, let's try it one more time.
You're gonna have to roll another Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Everyone in the
I
group,
my invisibility goes away if I do paralysis anyways.
Yeah, so go for it. Let's try it.
Okay.
everyone in the group just starts
I'm
throwing
gonna go to the
chairs at this
restroom.
fucking thing.
And then I have one more plan after this as well.
Okay.
Oh wait, no I don't. I lied.
Starts just throwing furniture down the hall, trying to hit this damn thing.
16 on the roll, 17 if it's con.
You talking about concentration?
Yeah.
That would pass.
So yeah, I'm gonna roll dispel magic, hoping for a 19. Val's already used her nat 20 thing, right?
Yes. She used it that night. Gee,
I already
I'm not
have,
kidding.
I still have 2 inspiration points after I use the nat 20 thing. But I don't think I should do this because I don't know I shouldn't know like the DC. So yeah, I'm just gonna roll dispel magic.
When it comes to the DC, DMs have I've seen DMs tell what the DC is, and some don't. It's more of a
But
50-50.
I think it's literally a check of my magical knowledge and not exactly because of how the spell works, right? I don't think my character knows how difficult the spell is to cast. Therefore, I shouldn't use this.
It's not a numbers game. It's an intelligence game.
Yeah.
I understand. No, completely.
Here we go. Oh, I have to roll.
That would help.
I gotta. Okay. Before I roll, reading the spell again, and I know I didn't do this last time. Using your spell casting ability, right? And I think my spell casting ability is my intelligence, if I'm not mistaken. As a wizard.
I believe so, yes. Don't
So
quote
I
me
get
on
the
that.
2 for the intelligence, and then I get the other 2 on top of my magic modifier.
No, the only thing that should be added is your magic modifier.
Okay, not the intelligence modifier, because it's a spellcasting ability check. All right, how about the +2 from my staff that I get to hit or to attack?
No, that's just for that.
Okay, all right. I'm rolling. Let's roll this then. Big money, big money. Oh fuck, not one.
Oh no.
So you go to
All
cast
right, what
it.
spell do I accidentally cast?
You go to cast it, and for some reason, like you get a like almost like a muscle spasm in your hand, and you turn your hand around, and you just pump a full thing of dispel magic right into your face.
It doesn't dispel invisibility because it's not high enough level.
Right. I'm not saying that.
You're right.
I'm just saying it's more comedic. Like you just.
I mean, unless you want to make me roll again, I can roll again for that.
No, it's just pure comedy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Bad news.
I got you. I got you.
All right, let me see the wand.
I kind of scoot over. If I'm like next to him, I kind of scoot over a little bit.
I hand the wand over.
You have to attune to this.
As you grab it, the wand sparks up in a green flame.
This doesn't break my attunement with my staff, does it?
Ooh.
Oh shit about
You
this
can
wand.
attune to 3 total things, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just fucking with you.
And how does this thing exactly work?
Don't ask me. I'm not.
You have the sheet for it.
No, I don't. Legion just said.
It's like my staff. I can cast one thing of paralysis.
Val,
I think it has 7 charges. I think something like that.
Val, it's a D&D Beyond item. I think you should have the description. But Lena doesn't really know that much about it either.
Yeah, I would say even if I did have a thing, like my character doesn't know anything about magical items.
Dark Shadow, don't look it up.
Oh,
don't look it up.
My fault.
You're good.
So yeah, I don't listen.
I
just found it. I just kind of been keeping my ear out. I talked to, what was his name? The other place.
Leroy.
No,
Somebody. It was one of the shop people.
Yeah, you talked to some shop guy.
Yeah, about it. And what he could tell me was that it's a wand of paralysis. I think it has like 7 charges. Like 7 times you can cast the spell. But
all right.
That's pretty much it.
Well, here we go. I don't know this spell. I can't just point and shoot.
And kind of like a what are those fireworks that everyone shoots at each other?
Roman candles.
Roman candle, like a Roman candle. It goes and strikes the armor, and you'll see the armor wake up for a second, look around, and shut back down.
Okay, so this is impossible. This is okay.
And we are no longer invisible.
That is correct.
If I was there, I would have fought it already.
Yeah, I don't know if it needs magical weapons to destroy it.
Well, that was magical, and nothing happened to it, so no, it didn't affect it at all.
The one thing that stops this party, a magically enchanted piece of armor, just guarding a doorway.
Well, I don't know if they wanted to cause a scene or not, because I'd attack it.
That's what I'm saying. Well, okay, so let's find something. Anybody have something completely useless on him that we can just toss in the radius?
Well, I have something that can definitely get rid of this guy. However, we won't be able to cast invisibility.
Is it going to get us caught? Immediately?
No, it'll actually make no noise, and the armor will be gone, provided everything goes as planned.
I mean,
All right, let's try it.
No invisibility, or for all three of us. I can do invisibility for 2, not for 3. So I'm gonna cast Banishment at the 4th level. And it has to succeed on a 13 charisma saving throw, or be banished for 1 minute, or if it's from another plane of existence, it stays there forever.
Okay, give me 1 moment. It passes. 15, and that's not even with modifiers. Once again, the armor quickly wakes up, looks around, and shuts back down.
Can I hit it with a fireball, guys? Come on.
I'm just gonna
Fireball.
grab like a random
Fireball.
arrow. I have a random, like, just plain arrow. I'm just gonna like toss it like as close as I can, just to see like if it attacks something. What does that look like?
Okay.
Well, at that point, we should just fight if it makes some noise.
So, yeah, you toss the arrow, and as soon as it hits what you could guess is 10 feet, and you see the arrow land, you'll see the enchanted armor quickly raise its head, and you'll hear it say, "Movement detected." Look around real quick. No more movement detected.
It's a robot.
So
there
does that
robots in D&D?
mean if we come close and stay still? Or is it just because it's an inanimate object that it didn't attack?
Well, he knows what we look. Well, he knows what we are, so it's just probably an animate object that he knows it was. I don't know. We can go over there and try it. But I don't know how big of a scene you want to cause, because I'll fight it. I'll whip its ass.
We might have to. What do you think, Dornavir? Any wheels turning?
I have one more.
Yeah,
No,
one more
hang on,
thing,
hang on.
guys.
No, I'm not. No,
He's
no,
gonna
no,
use
no.
all his magic slots.
I have one more Dispel Magic, then I have one really good attack, and then I'm out.
Then I'm done.
Toss his attack and run out the door.
Then I'm done, boys.
You should go do that one attack and then switch out with Dugan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Attack
come
team.
find me. Be like, do you need a break? And I'll be like, oh god, yes, yes.
Well, if we fight this thing and it makes a lot of noise, then I don't know how many people are running
Oh,
security here, but
Can
we're
I
gonna
can
do
I
this.
talk? I can talk to Dugan, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
still
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the
have the
pendants.
necklace.
What? If, hey Dugan, can you hear me?
I'm gonna be like half asleep and be like, what the fuck? I'm gonna be like, am I dead?
And right as you wake
And
up,
I-
you just hear once the holiday season comes, right? That's going to be a special evening.
Dugan, can you hear me? You're
oh,
supposed to keep talking, Legions.
Right.
Yes,
So yeah,
yes, I can.
right. We're gonna have a back to holiday
Hey,
special, right?
use the bathroom, you can
25%
help
off
us.
everything, right? That's gonna be wolves, dire
Great idea.
wolves,
Great idea.
arachnids.
Hey guys,
Yeah, of course. What's up?
I do apologize. I know this is very unprofessional, but I need to go pee real bad.
Oh my goodness, this. Who do you?
Actually, you know, it might be a little longer than that.
Oh my goodness, we didn't need to know
Tell him you
that.
have to take a shit.
You could have just said you'd be
'Cause
back
it's
in a
probably gonna be
moment.
longer than that.
I mean, this is so unprofessional. Gia, where are you getting these people from? I could get you way better people than this. And Garrett's like, I'm sorry, he's new, he's working on it. Or I'm not. He's not
Hurry
new,
up.
but he's just unprofessional.
Dude, hurry up.
I-
We need you.
Bathroom, anyone?
Let's do
Where's
the
the
potty
nearest
dance.
bathroom?
Dude,
It's
dude, come on.
it,
Hurry up.
it is
Come
it
on,
is
dude.
outside. It is
Dude,
outside.
hurry up.
Outside, okay, all right, thanks.
Hey.
Opens the door, closes it, and be like, "Not where the fuck am I going? Where the fuck?"
You
I'm
have
gonna
to
be like,
You have the
Hey,
map
bro.
thing.
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Okay.
a map.
Yeah, I made a
Everyone
copy
has a
for
map.
everybody.
I whip it out,
Yeah.
and I'm like, "Is it
All right.
showing me where to go, or is it just a map?" And I'm like,
It's just a map.
"This
Okay.
helps me not at all."
Okay, just make a left on the hallway and then another right. I don't know where we're going.
Did nobody
didn't say
pay
where we were.
Giving
attention?
you random fucking directions.
I told y'all where you went.
I don't remember what you said.
Ask Lena the directions.
Hey, Lena, where are we? Wait, I forgot. Where are we at again?
Legion, don't make me roll another fucking history check. I swear to God.
No, you have the map. You know where he's
Okay.
at. I told you guys where you guys went to. You
Well,
just gotta
repeat it.
remember.
Well, then I tell him the
No,
directions on how to
no,
get
no,
here.
no, 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 no,
Alright.
no.
I would like to look at the map and see how to get from where he was to where we are.
Okay. How do you describe that to him?
No. Okay, so I would like to see how we get from here to here.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Uh-huh.
And
You
what
just
is
don't remember
specifically-
obscure
He's
directions.
specifically asking you guys to tell me the directions he
Mhm.
specifically are.
I understand that. I'm trying to gather the directions from the map.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right. You see the dining hall, and
Okay.
you see where you're at.
Okay.
Right. You know
Yep.
that the dining hall connects to the main lobby.
Okay. Dining hall main lobby.
Right. So you tell him to go to the main lobby.
Yep. Right. If that's the way that we need to go.
All right, go to the main lobby.
All right, I start heading that way.
Okay. Now there's stairs on the right, and there's stairs on the left.
I'm gonna be like, guys, I'm at a crossroads. There's stairs on the left and the right.
Hey, do you guys remember what steps we took? On the right or left?
I don't think we went up any steps.
You did go up
I
steps.
don't remember going upstairs.
I think we just appeared in this hallway. I'm not gonna lie.
I do think that is what happened.
Okay, try the right. If you don't see us there, then go back to the left side. I think that might work.
Okay, I'm gonna go up the right stairs.
Can I backtrack the way we came?
So before you can, Dugan, you start making your way up the stairs, and you get to the end of the hallway where your rooms are at.
Oh,
And I'm be like, was it your right? I'm gonna go the other direction. I'm gonna go back down the stairs to the other stairs and go up the other side.
There's a balcony connecting both of them. You didn't have to go.
Yeah,
up the
I'd
others.
imagine they lead to the same place.
Yeah, they.
I'm not that smart.
Okay, so
Anyways.
you walk down the stairs, and then go back up the left, and finally, after peering down the hallway, you see your companions and a cat.
A cat?
hey,
No Lena, just us and a cat.
Yeah.
And Apki.
Yes.
Well, I know who the cat is. I've seen
Yes.
the cat.
Yeah, you see Lena.
Yes, everyone knows. Everyone is aware.
Everyone wears. I know I'm a cat.
I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Hey guys,
hey, about time you get here.
what are we doing now?"
You think you get past that magical armor stand that we don't know anything about?
So pretty much
Yeah.
like a comedic group, you all just like split your heads like the Red Sea, and Dugan locks eyes with the enchanted armor.
This
Hold
thing's
on.
gonna fuck us up if we get in a certain range.
Hold on, give me a second. I'm gonna whip out my quarterstaff.
Oh, by the way, I still have the wand in my hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold the quarterstaff in my hand and be like, "I got a good idea."
Hold on. Then you have one more thing to do before we fight it.
Me?
Yeah.
No,
Or was
I'm
that-
good.
did you
I'm
already
good.
use
No,
it?
I don't want to. I don't want to
Sorry,
use my
I
third
don't-
level spell slot. The last
Okay.
one.
That's
Bless you.
That was
what
a
he did.
stupid
Yeah, that's
one.
what you do? That's what you
That
do?
was-
You give it the common cold?
and that wasn't helpful at all. Why the fuck did we ask
I
you to
would
come up
say,
here?
yeah, you give it the common cold. I don't think it works like that, Chief.
the common cold.
I'm gonna look at everybody and be like, "So you guys tried everything you could, huh?"
Not
Well,
exactly.
not everything. but
Everything
we're
that didn't involve burning
trying.
the whole house down
Right.
and
We're trying
big
to be safe here.
explosions. We try not to
Right.
stay away from all that.
So what you're saying is you tried everything except for the surefire way of just breaking it.
Motherfucker.
you see, we can do anything we want. However, there will be consequences.
So we're just wanting you here just in case we need to go that route.
As they're telling me like this story, I'm pulling out my Librum of souls and flesh. I'm gonna start
Okay.
flipping through the pages.
You know, I
Okay.
got a bad feeling about this.
Hold on, let me go back to see what was what I had prepared in there. I know I had 3 things prepared. Hold on.
Send them all. I'm not just kidding. Make them run out the door the other way. See if they'll follow them.
That's a great excuse, you know. An undead army just randomly apparated in the middle of this hallway, and us being the security professionals that we are, came to
Yeah.
address the issue.
I'm going to turn around and face like kind of where we came from and where Dugan came from. I'll make sure no one gets us. Gets over here.
All right. So instead of expending one of my spell slots, I'm gonna pull out my bag of holding,
Mm-hmm.
pour out my bones on
Okay.
the ground, and then I'm gonna raise my 3 skeletons, and then as they're like looking at me, I'm gonna be like, "You see that thing over there? Go beat it up. Go beat it up."
Take it somewhere. Tell them to run away.
And they start slowly lumbering over. And how much health do these skeletons have, by the way?
They have 20 each.
Good to know. So, just to give you guys a little bit more info on this hallway, it is a 2 wide hallway, so 2 of you could be shoulder to shoulder and still be able to fight and do everything else, but that's it. Just giving you guys context. So, first 2 skeletons walk up. So, I'm gonna roll a d20. Does a 23 hit?
Nope.
No way, bro. Yes, it does.
Okay, just making sure.
Am I within 5 feet of him?
Of Dugan?
Oh wait, no, that's a skeleton. I apologize.
Alright. So that first skeleton takes 24
200
points
damage.
of piercing damage.
Awesome. He's dead.
Wait, the second that the skeleton crosses into the range, we see it attack.
So, yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and roll that just to get it out of the way. But so as soon as the first skeleton puts his foot in, you see the enchanted armor quickly undead detected without even a second thought.
What weapon does he have?
Do I get to
A
roll the
long-
hit with the
long
other
sword.
2?
Yes, you'll see. Oh, actually, it gets one more action. Sorry.
He gets 2 actions?
Doesn't he get a disadvantage since it's in a hallway and it's a long sword?
No, it's too wide. It's too wide. Does a 24.
Doesn't he get disadvantage because there was 3 skeletons?
Caught him off guard, right? Because it wasn't
Caught me off guard.
No, your skeletons, right? Because because it wasn't an actual like enemy, like it wasn't alive, and suddenly it jumps up and swings. That counts as a surprise.
Okay,
20.
you know what?
Can skeletons be surprised?
I
I
don't
was
know.
about to say.
I don't know. Can they? I don't know. Anyways, 24.
Yes,
No,
it's
that
24
doesn't hit.
hits.
No, it doesn't.
Ooh, you got lucky on that one. 14 points of piercing damage, or sorry, slashing damage. Sorry.
So he has like a plus 10,
Wait.
at least close to it.
Okay. Now is it my turn?
Yes.
Should we
Awesome.
roll initiative? Oh well, I guess the skeletons are going.
I'll say the skeletons are the only ones fighting, so I can. keep it in my head. So yeah, whichever skeleton, you got 2 skeletons.
I'm just gonna roll for both of them.
Go for it.
One misses, and one is a non-natural 20 to hit.
Miss.
No fucking way.
You know, since we've already started this, maybe we should all jump in and tag team this thing.
Yeah.
It'd be hard
Get rid
to.
of it.
So it still hits the armor, but you can clearly tell as soon as the skeleton swipes down, the sword bounces off of it.
So it's protected by some kind of like magic then. Or can we perceive that? I lied, by the way. I don't have a 16. I have a 21 in perception. Like passive, by the way.
Okay. So you see this, and you could gauge that the normal weapons aren't going to cut it this time.
Magic weapons.
Told you.
Awesome. Well, at least we're getting information from my dummies here.
So, question: does the little fight that they've had, does that make a lot of noise? Should we be concerned about the noise, or?
Yeah, it makes a pretty loud fucking noise. I mean, it's metal. Clang!
And then the bones scatter everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
Like
it's
a
a lot,
xylophone.
it's a lot of noise. And
Would they know that the bones came from us? Because at that point, we could just say we have an intruder here and bring the attention ourselves, in a sense, so we don't look like the bad people.
however you want to run it.
I think that'd be the best bet. If we're gonna try to like remain neutral without causing an entire uproar in the entire like castle, is to like say that there was an intruder. They've got to have enemies. I mean, their whole fucking like.
Do you not have a gaseous form?
I do have gaseous form.
Motherfucker.
What about gaseous form?
Don't you gotta.
I wasn't there. This conversation hasn't happened. With me present. You said you tried everything other than bonking.
Yeah, that's why we called you up here for any additional help that you might have towards this goal.
Oh, goodness gracious.
I miss the whole group back together. This is great. Just chaos.
Or we could just whip everybody in this place's ass. Then again,
We're destroying every single backstory Caitlin has ever had in all of our stories.
Mm-hmm.
well, to be fair,
Anyways.
she's really the only one that has always good backstories, though.
I mean,
What? No, I didn't say that.
I was gonna say, like, I need to get in the room, and not getting in there is not an option.
Afki, you got anything for this, homie?
Wow.
I didn't even think about asking you.
Well, I've been standing here this entire time and nobody said anything.
Okay, you gotta speak.
You
up.
gotta speak up. This,
We are
listen,
a
if you got
group.
something for this, yeah, you're not gonna like what happens.
Oh yeah, I just have a potion that just magically disables enchanted armor randomly on my person.
No
You got that?
I'm kidding. No, I don't actually have that.
All right.
Calm
Well, do you know
down.
what something that can fix this?
I have no fucking clue. I'm a paladin. I'm not
All
a
right, good.
spellcaster.
Yeah, but you're the knowledge paladin. You worship the knowledge somebody.
Right, but
somebody.
everything that you guys have said has. I already know. I already know that stuff, but it's the same thing. You gotta know how to turn it off, pretty much.
Well, can you enchant your own weapons to make them magical?
Aren't your weapons magical at this point? I mean, you guys have
No.
been on this quest for how long?
I'm gonna look at.
I don't
That's
have
not
any
that's not
magic
the
weapons.
that's not the question I asked you.
I
Lena.
I pull out my short sword and offer it to anyone who is willing to take it.
I'm just, while he's doing that, I'm just looking at Lena. I'm gonna be like,
I
so
got
this
it.
thing
I
wasn't
got
here
it.
before. This a new
No.
defense for you,
Yes.
and it needs something to like turn it off.
Yeah.
wasn't the person who took your place like your best friend in the past, and then your fiance? Can you think of anything? Can you think of anything like a word, like
I
a
don't know if it
phrase?
takes a fucking password. I don't know if it looks at your face and lets you. I don't fucking know how this shit works.
Have you tried a password yet?
Is there a saying they used to tell each other when you guys were growing up, like a friendship thing?
No,
You guys suck.
What do you mean no?
they ruined my whole life. You
Oh
think
my
they're gonna
God.
use some sort of sentimental bullshit between us to make a
I
password?
mean,
to give you my
Yes.
father?
they
That
Yes,
doesn't
just
teamed
make
be
any
up.
fucking
so-
sense.
They teamed up
I
to
Sense.
backstab you.
it. I
You're gonna do it as a
cast.
joke.
They
I am
fucking-
casting.
They will. They'll just do it in spite of it. Just try it. Come on, just
Yeah,
try
fucking
it.
try it.
Special
Fucking try
saying. Yeah,
it.
just try it.
Something.
God damn it! Somebody.
Roll a hit. Come on.
As they're
You have
arguing.
guidance.
Sure, let me
You have
roll
guidance.
my history check, which has
Yo.
disadvantage, to try to remember some obscure fucking detail about whether or not there's gonna be a password to unlock this thing. Sure.
Good try.
I would like
I
to
mean,
cast
how many
Dispel Magic,
movies
and I'm
have you
using my
watched?
nat 20.
What nat 20?
But the nat 20 I got for my birthday,
When was your birthday?
August 5th.
I thought you used that already.
No,
did?
not a nat 20. I asked last time to use it on the D100 roll, remember? But you wouldn't let me, so.
Right. Okay.
So what are we doing? She gonna ask for?
I'm
you're
gonna
gonna
As you guys
do
are
it
all
again.
arguing, I walk by, Dispel Magic, the armor, I think, falls on the floor. It's up to Legion.
And there's no concentration save, I guess.
So
That's because you guys aren't invisible.
so yeah. You see Durnavir just kind of get out of my fucking get out of the way. Push out, just Hadouken that some bitch. Power! Power! Pretty much just he's over 9,000. Hadouka this motherfucker into oblivion.
You don't get to
Hadouka?
make that. You don't get to
Hadouken?
make that
Hadouken.
reference.
I can do
No,
it.
and
It's my
you
world,
just
damn
spilled
it.
because Hadouka does have nothing to do with.
I said
No.
Hadouken.
Or like not even close.
I
You know
don't
what?
fucking know.
Let's end this and go to sleep, everybody.
Uh,
You killed it. Hadouka.
I said Hadouken.
Oh,
Anyways.
Hadouka.
He said
Anyways.
Hadouka.
Anyways, I've not been the one that's been arguing for the last like 20 minutes over how to get past this stupid thing
Okay.
when I've been
Get it off
dropping the hints
topic.
the
Let's
whole
go ahead.
time. Anyways,
What was the hints?
oh, you'll find out later. So yeah, you cast a spell
Apparently
and
not, 'cause we were
quickly
arguing
the
over it for
armor
like 20 minutes.
falls to the ground.
Yeah, and as I walk by the armor, I'm just walking into the door, or like walking towards the door. I kick the armor.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
I got boots on, so
Yeah, you're still gonna take some damage. That's steel armor, dude.
I'm not like punting it, right? I'm just like giving a little,
Oh, you're giving
It's
it
a
a
little comedic.
yeah,
I was
like a
about-
little like you're kicking a rock on the like
I was
on the
about to.
sidewalk.
I was about to Lord of the Rings this shit and make you break your toe.
Oh no, break his ankle.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
No, okay. Hey. We'll talk about that later. So yeah, you quickly open the door, and in front of you is what looks to be a very grand bed and all that shit. And you do see a man lying in the bed.
I then turn to the rest of the group and move my hand.
Afki, we don't have a lot of time. We've caused a lot of ruckus. Do your thing.
Right? And he quickly.
Whenever he like runs off, I'm gonna order the last two skeletons to just sprint down the hallway and cause a commotion.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
After
Destruction.
are they like all going in?
Yeah, I'm going in. Yeah.
Okay.
After's going in.
So yeah, who's all going in? So I can describe the scene to you.
These two guys.
I would say
Otis.
Lena, Val, we can't hear you.
I've got some pretty good medicine. I can go in and look as well.
I'll stand out the door just in case.
I'm also gonna stand out the door.
Okay, so then me, Dugan, and Afki will go inside.
You guys quickly move in, and you see a figure that's kind of His breasts are troubled. He is struggling for everything, and you look and see his face and some of his skin on his arms and his upper body are covered in bandages and whatnot. You see his face has like a hole in his cheek, um, and it looks like his skin is pretty much dried out, almost. Essentially, he's also his lips are all like falling out, so pretty much his teeth are like just showing almost.
Mm.
As well as you see that his nose is like pushed up and it's almost flat from just deterioration. It looks like he's got leprosy, almost. Just like from general description and whatnot. It looks like he has leprosy. Don't want to go into too many details. But yeah, that is the figure you see in front of you. But you do recognize your father very quickly. I'm not going to make you roll for that. You know this is your father. You see him open his eyes. Who is it? Who enters my bedroom?
We're here to help.
No, my doctors. Doctors cause more pain. I don't want to feel anymore. You see a little bit of blood squirt out. Oh. He quickly like takes his rag and just. What?
How long have you been this way?
It has been 4 months when it started.
I look over to Afki like,
Right, yes.
Look at this dude.
He quickly runs over, and you see his fingers like light up with a holy beam, and he just starts radiating all over around him. And you hear your father. No doctors, no doctor. He can't even get his arm up. He's trying to swat away, but it's just there's nothing. And Alfke quickly feels over it, and Alfke's been pretty like crazy, wired this entire time. When his face turns to you, it is straight faced, no like full concern. He looks at you. I am very familiar with this curse. I'm sorry. I am very familiar with this curse. There is. Let us step away. Let us step away. He pulls you to the side. Lena, it's not good. So, well, to put it plainly, we, need the soul of a ancient dragon.
Do I hear this?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, Otis isn't in the room, right?
no, he's
No.
not.
I'm gonna be like, this is a conversation between them, and I'm gonna like slowly step away.
You could talk to Otis in your head.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna stand there, and then I'm gonna obviously though I'm gonna turn my back to them and be like, Otis,
Hey,
we're going dragon hunting, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
How'd you look at Donovan and try to give him a high five for no reason? I didn't even think about it.
We can't hear you, Dark Shadow.
I glance at him like, we're not finished yet. Don't high five me yet.
Oh,
Just leave the hand up. Just leave the hand up.
Yeah, we're going to need the soul of a ancient dragon.
Oh, how ancient are we talking, Afki? There's not very many fucking dragons just lying around.
I know. I'm very much aware of that.
I'm gonna look at him and be like, what about the story of the dragon in the mountain? The dragon under the mountain.
And do I know anything about this? Because I know that, like, they said that they thought Tiamat was locked up, but do I know specifically that we thought that they thought it was in the mountain? Or
I don't think I would have told her, but
History check.
I
and I
guess
guess
we
that's
did.
also an island history thing. So
Yeah.
Did you say history check?
for
Val.
her,
I
yeah.
got.
Is
Am I
it for
still
everyone?
doing?
No.
Am I still doing it with disadvantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it was a low roll to start.
Don't worry, I got a 17.
Oh. Okay, so I got 21, but 11 is the low roll.
You would know of the rumors of dragons being still present on the island. That's, you take it as more common folklore than anything else.
Yeah. Afki, listen, I've heard all this shit before, but I've lived here my whole damn life, and I've never seen the fucking dragon. Okay, Gear's the only goddamn person I've seen with a dragon, and he's not even from here.
But it, your father, he won't make it.
There has to be something else. There has to be another way. What kind of? Why would they put a curse on him? Who could even
It's the
come
curse.
up with a curse that strong?
Oh no, I'm afraid. But it's the curse of the Dragon's Bane. Essentially tears the soul, the persons that's cast upon, from the very, very minuscule, from the blood out, essentially. It corrupts the body, the soul, the mind, the heart, and it doesn't just kill you, it makes you suffer.
And by your examination, how long would you say her father has in his present condition?
That week, maybe 2.
This fucking Afki guy. Swear.
I'm gonna look at Lena and be like, Lena, I heard a story that there is like a dragon under a mountain. We climbed that mountain with Durnavir. We can go to the same mountain again.
You guys
and
are
at
on that
least,
mountain right now.
And at least,
Currently on the mountain.
oh, we are. We're currently in the mountain.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna be
On
like, all right, we are on the mountain, Lena. Does this castle have some kind of basement? Something that goes deep into the mountain?
Do I remember? I don't.
Do I even
Come on,
need to say-
you know it by now.
Yeah, I'm about to say, do I even need to say it at this point?
Yes, it does.
History check.
God.
Yeah,
I give
but
her,
if
I
she-
give her, I
if
give her
she-
guidance. I give her guidance.
Well, no, if she was able to draw a map, she'll be able to know how to draw that out. She already passed it.
She got the upper layer. She didn't.
Right.
You should have been a little more. That's your fault.
No,
You didn't specify.
she said simple outline.
Yeah, simple outline.
That was
She
her
drew
word.
a simple outline.
Yeah.
You can still draw a simple outline if it has a
Oh,
base.
there's definitely a cellar where they keep food.
All right, what'd you roll? Come on, tell us.
If I'm rolling with disadvantage,
Yeah, you gotta roll one more. You roll
I
a
roll a
21,
17 is my low roll.
and then you get a
With the-
plus
with the guidance.
You get the D4.
For fuck's sake, roll it, bitch.
This could be over a 20.
19.
19.
19.
That's close.
There is not a basement.
Okay, I'm gonna be like, caves. Do you have any knowledge of caves?
Bro, listen.
Mines. Where's the
I'm
wealth
we're
of this
gonna
town
sit
coming from?
here and have this conversation. All right, we got what we came for. Let's leave and we'll figure this shit out off the mountain.
Should we take your dad? Oh, I'm
No.
not in there. Never mind. Sorry.
You're not.
Yeah,
You're
I
also not.
don't. Yeah. I think we
I was
should
about to
leave.
say he would not survive the journey down this mountain.
What are the
I bet you
chances of
there's
us
I
coming
bet you
back
there's a
in?
big old hole at the top of this mountain that we can go into.
Let's go look for it.
It's a fucking volcano. Yes, there's
Thank
a hole
you.
at the top of the
Thank
mountain.
you. That's what to say. I was like, it's a
I was making a
volcano.
joke about the hole.
Oh.
All right, everybody out, let's go. Come on, out of the room.
Can I ask Dark Shadow to put invisibility on us, and I'll do Pass Without a Trace?
You could ask, yeah.
Well, as you guys are exiting the room, the rest of you standing outside see Gier, Saren, and Winston all approaching. Vincent steps up first. What is the meaning of this? What are you all doing in this section?
Are they all out by now, or is it just me and Otis?
Oh, they're all walking out at this point.
Okay.
There was some sort of commotion with skeletons. I like gesture to the bones on the ground. We thought maybe somebody was attacked inside, so
Yes,
we can make sure.
we can see that. Where did these skeletons come from? They should not have been here. The
I
grounds,
saw them in the lobby.
the grounds are
Yeah.
protected.
Listen, you would know better than us. We're just
This is
obviously
unacceptable.
we're here to provide security for Gear, so
You told us
It's
this was going to be a secure meeting.
yeah. And don't think you've fulfilled your end of that.
Roll me a persuasion check.
Which one
sorry,
of us?
sorry, deception check. My bad. Either or, I will allow the other one to help
I
the
have
other
fantastic deception.
for
What's your
advantage.
deception?
I don't think we're allowed to tell each other our pluses.
Well, I have higher than average.
Mine is also higher
That's
than
what she
average.
said.
Hey!
Inspiration.
Inspiration!
It was your idea, Dark Shadow. I
For
just kind of
what?
backed you up on the
Okay.
statement.
Okay, so
He
I'll
said
roll
you
then.
guys can be able to support each other, though. That's what he
So
said.
yeah, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Yeah.
You can give it the other person advantage because you guys are
Okay.
helping each
So
other.
they get to roll
Okay,
twice.
so I'll roll with advantage then.
If it doesn't work, we'll just
19,
have Al
first
do
roll.
it.
We love that. 21, even better.
Oh,
Vincent looks at you all. I guess we're going to have to hire more guards, my love. Yes, it does seem quite so.
And I'll speak up and be like, to be fair, your guys' security as well is a little bit lacking. The guy at the front didn't even verify who we were before
He was
let
also
us in.
asleep.
Is that
and his
so?
pants were down. I'm not really sure what that was about.
I'm gonna laugh at that statement
Is that
about
so?
the whole pants being down.
Winston, please summon Chet to me now.
Chit.
Chet.
It suits him. It suits him really well. Chit.
Shit.
In the meantime, care to explain what happened to our door guard over there? He points to the armor laid out on the floor.
It was like that when we got here.
Found him like this.
Interesting. And about 2 minutes later, you'll see Chet, the guard you saw at the gate, and Winston approach. Here he is, my master. And Vincent turns around. You have failed in your duties, and as such, I must take your life. And he quickly pulls out a blade and slits his throat. Failure is not an option, as you see Chet just blood gushing out. You see Winston turn and throw up. Vincent quickly takes out a handkerchief and puts it back. I'm sorry you had to see that. I don't accept failure here. Not while my father-in-law is ill. His safety is paramount. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some matters to attend to with this security breach.
Well, Pierre, are you guys done with your meeting? Shall we head out?
Yeah, I think we're all finished up. Might need to do a follow-up, just confirm the minor details, if that's alright with you two. Quite so, We will send a courier. Are you staying? Where are you staying? You staying somewhere upscale, I'm assuming? Or yeah, the tavern, Main Street. Oh yes, I'm very familiar. Yes, I'll send a courier for when I'm ready for you. In the meantime, do take care. You all quickly just like scoot past the corpse,
Yeah, shuffle out.
very awkwardly.
I send a side eye to Dugan, like, don't you fucking do it.
God damn it, how'd you know?
Wait, what'd you say?
I always fucking know.
As she does that, she'll. Can I like explain? Like I'm like halfway leaning down, like going to grab his ankle.
That'd be funny. I'm just gonna take this.
I'll swat him and like.
Get back, get back.
I'm like material, useful material.
And we eventually leave the villa, right?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay. Out on the street in safety.
Yes, you
I'm
are.
gonna lean
all...
over to Gare and be like, "Hey, does your dragon sense other dragons? Does it have the ability to within a certain radius?
Oh, I never asked. I don't know.
Can we ask him because we are in need of finding an ancient dragon."
He kind of like eyes wide open. Are you sure about that?
We understand what
I
we're in for.
I kind of look at Dugan.
It's our only option.
You need an ancient dragon for what?
Yeah, preferably the one that you talked about in the mountain.
I can ask Archeon. I mean,
Can you?
Yeah, I can talk to him.
You? Okay. I feel like I remember that he is not able to talk to him.
He wasn't able to. They just understood each other.
No. Okay, so pause. To explain the Indaware, it pretty much creates a mental link.
Okay.
Between the two. They are able to communicate. When he was speaking to Durnavir, he hadn't talked in Draconic.
Oh, he hadn't talked in Draconic.
Like an actual like talking
dragon, yes. He'd been communicating telepathically. That's what he was excited about.
Mm.
So quickly you see Archeon fly down after about 30 seconds. And he looks at you and only you can understand him. What is it? What are we doing? And Gier will look at him and go, hey there, bud. Listen, quick question. Can you detect if there's any dragons nearby? Like other dragons? And he goes, kind of sniffs the air, puts his ear to the ground, sniffs the ground a little bit. I mean, I think there's one here.
And to think that with all the dragon hungry motherfuckers over here, that we never considered this before.
I would think so, yeah.
Okay. I'd like to bust out some of my like text that I have, like the old text, like from yeah, about this rumored dragon underneath the mountain.
Okay, roll me
or anything I can remember as well, because I don't know if I would specifically have like those certain texts on me.
Yeah, give me an intelligence check with advantage.
Guidance.
Got it. Okay, first one's 14. We like that. Second one is 5. I'm gonna roll the d4 real quick.
Okay.
14 plus 3, 17.
17. Reading through the text, based on ancient lore, you wouldn't find anything, but newer texts that don't have as much information available, you would hear mentions that there were... how do I put it? There were signs of dragon activity, but nothing was ever confirmed.
Right, something like abnormally small, like earthquakes on a large scale, or like
Yeah, just your
yeah.
average. Everything is pretty much average folklore at this
Someone
point.
hears like a loud howl in the night. No one really knows what it is.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
All right.
So,
I mean, listen, there's rumors of it being here, but like,
right, what do we need an ancient dragon for?
that's what I was asking.
That's what I want to know. Anyway,
Val?
anybody at all? Yes. What?
Do you want to explain it, Afki?
Do you know the reason why we need a dragon?
Yes, but at the same time, this is not my information to share, so I'm gonna leave it to Lena.
Val?
Val?
Give me
Wait.
just a minute.
Lena, Val? Valina?
I'm not asleep, sorry. Just one second.
Lena.
I'd be very excited to meet this ancient dragon. However, I don't know if it would be very excited to meet us.
Okay, sorry.
Unless it knows
was
of
the
my goal,
question?
perhaps it might like us.
Ger is asking what the reason is for us needing the ancient dragon. And we all deferred the question to you to answer.
Dragon's Bane. Curse. Don't know nothing about it. Just know it's fucking awful.
FQ looks at
Only
you.
way to cure it.
Can I'll explain it, if you're okay.
I'm gonna go pee while he explains.
So yeah, basically, it's probably one of the worst curses that has ever come into our world. And basically, the only way that you can get rid of it is with the soul of a dragon, specifically ancient dragon. Especially in this case, because the progress of the curse has been so far in. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And like I said, the only way you can get rid of it is with the soul of a dragon, because they're some of the purest magic in the world.
Listen, Gare, we got 1 week, so if you got something to share with the class.
No, mate. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the dragon shit or Dragon's Bane shite, but yeah, that's all I got. I was just curious. I'm not gonna be helping y'all with that ancient dragon. I'm gonna keep my happy ass in the tavern.
So, I mean, like, I know my character knows like the lore and the rumors, right?
Yes.
Like, but I don't know what I'm allowed to say and what I'm not allowed to say. Right? Like, can I say like what I would recall? Because I know I already did like the text. I was mostly looking for like how to find it, because
No, there's nothing on how to find it.
right. But what I would recall about like the ancient dragon, how it would awaken when you know.
Nope, you would not know any of that sort of information. Only
I thought we
information.
talked about this. Okay.
The only information that you have is that there's signs, from what I remember. But yeah, and the fact that this is the home of the dragons, of course. But other than that, yeah.
All right. So I can't say anything. Then what I've already said. I mean, yeah, we can go on this dragon hunt. I don't know exactly how to get into this mountain, or if that's even where the dragon is. But that's the rumors, and there's no other
Archeon's our
rumors
best lead.
of ancient dragons.
Yeah, no. Me and Archeon are going back to the tavern. Good luck with that shite. I did not sign up for this. Y'all are on your own. If I see you in a week, then I'll join you again. But if I don't, me and Archeon are gonna take our leave. We've been here way too long as it is.
I guess what we can do for now then is just go back to the tavern for the time being and come up with a plan for the morning and maybe try to find any clues on what to do next. We can all probably use some sleep.
Seems like the best course of action. And with that, we are going to end tonight's session. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed. Stay tuned for when, I believe it will be 2 weeks from now when we can all get back together. We're going to be switching our schedule to every 2 weeks due to obligations of me and some of the other players as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. But thank you, as always, to Valence Void, Lazy Mike Jr. 65, AMR Biscuit, and Dark Shadow 580 for joining me. And thank you all for watching. Until next time, I will see you then.